Ah, good afternoon. I'm Sock Marionette, doing business as Bargain Counter Argument, and I'm a middle-aged lady in a tiara hosting a live stream. And I don't know if anybody's here yet. Somebody's here. Hi, somebody who's here. Say hi if you feel like it, or if you're not feeling like it, don't. I have like absolutely zero chill right now. The last couple of hours have been kind of rough. I got glammed up for New Year's Eve, but uh, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. So how's everybody doing? I might have somebody joining me in a bit. Um, Stormy. Stormy says, "Hey, there we go. Hey, we'll pop in a little bit, but I am trying to make a few videos." Oh, okay, sure, sure. I support this creative decision you're making. Hope to see you whenever. Uh, Sarah might be joining us, reading category romance. She said she's probably going to be here, but she's going to be a little late because they had to pick up cat food. And Missy is, you know, we need to keep her sleek and sassy. And the other one I think is called Presley. Is it Missy and Presley? I don't know. Missy's the one that keeps showing up for live sprints. Okay, I'm just trying to breathe out because I'm having a real one. And like I said, absolutely zero chill. Hi, Sock. Hey, Blake. Uh, Ana says here but lurking. Nice. Blake, I did not send you a link. Do you want to be on camera? Are you up to it? I probably shouldn't ask you in a public forum. I can send you a link if you're interested. I thought you were going to be at work. Here but lurking, says Anna. Hi, Anna. Why can I not? Let's see. Oh, no, that doesn't work. There we go. Yeah, so I spent a couple of hours this morning playing with my new 2026 planner, and it was going great. I was enjoying myself organizing things, and then I realized like how many things I want to get done in the next like couple of days, and I started to feel I didn't feel like consciously overwhelmed, but then suddenly everything got to be really difficult to do. Really difficult, and I now have no chill. Hopefully that will change because I don't want to spend my afternoon having no chill. Okie doke. So I think, and also I was very nearly late because my clock is, I have an clock that I was following, and it just kind of randomly stopped at 10 minutes to 2. And I thought I had 10 minutes. And then I thought I better double check just in case because that clock can be a little persnickety. And it said it was 2 o'clock exactly. So we're going to do 10 minutes of yuck. Uh, and then I will be discussing today's book. Oh, I grabbed the wrong book. This is Italian's Christmas acquisition. I actually wanted to read Greek's Christmas Heir. So I will spend 10 minutes of yuck tearing the house apart trying to find it. It'll be fun. So let's go until 15 past the hour. Perfect. We're going to go until 15 past the hour with the 10 minutes of yuck. 15. And there we go. See you in 15. See you in 10 at 15. Okay, and we're back. I spent my 10 minutes of yuck doing some picking up around the place, finding the correct book, and just kind of breathing in and out. Ooh, ooh. Blake says, I vacuumed my library and put my face on during the 10 minutes. Ooh, face. I put my face on before. I was going to do a video about putting my face on, but I decided that my day already had enough friction. So I almost, to be honest, I almost canceled this live stream entirely because the last, like, from about 11:30 to about 12:30 was just an absolute nightmare. But I'm feeling better now. So, yay! And I actually did do the makeup. I just didn't do a video about it because I was like, I don't need that kind of hassle in my life right now. I do want to do one of those makeup videos at some point, but today was not that day. So, today, what did I do with them? There. Okay, so today's book for me is going to be Greek's Christmas Heir by Caitlin Cruz. This came out in October of 2020, or excuse me, November of 2024. And it is one of the new Dancing with the Stars style covers. I gotta say, they're kind of growing on me a little bit, kind of getting into them. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. Oops, there we go. And on the back, they have this little insert that is a view of Athens at night or at twilight. All lit up for night, but there's still some twilight in the background. Lovely. So this is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and he'll marry her before morning. Woo! I think it's Marriage of Convenience, but it was like, it's Christmas Eve, and the irony of being both a virgin and heavily pregnant is not lost on nursery school teacher Constance Jones. The arrival of Anax Ignatios, wildly attractive Greek tycoon, throws her world into chaos. He's the father of her IVF baby, and he's demanding they wed. Anax never wanted to continue the darkness of the Ignatios legacy, yet his heir growing up without stability is unthinkable. Their lives inextricably entangled, he'll keep his new wife and daughter safe and firmly by his side in Greece. It's not quite the virgin billionaire's secret baby, but close. And it's not like she's keeping it a secret from him. It was just some kind of IVF shenanigans, as will happen. I think we've all been there. Or not? Anyway, so that's what I'm going to read today. And does anybody else have reading plans? The other book, I'm going to read this today during the live stream. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention this. In the link below this video, in the description, the doobly-doo, I have a link for Kat's novel adventures, because starting at 4:30 Eastern, so in about 2 hours and 10 minutes, she's going to be having a New Year's Eve live stream. So I just thought, I haven't been to one of her live streams, but she seems pretty cool. I've watched her videos. So that's probably a good time. I don't know if I'm going to make it because I'm kind of tired and I might just like go to sleep. Go to sleep. Anyway, sorry, but I thought I'd put that there just so if people want to continue sprinting, they can go there. So little PSA. So anyway, we've got Greek's Christmas Heir. And the other thing I want to read today, this is going to be during the live stream. And the other thing that I just read the first couple of pages is for later on today is A Road Trip with a Vampire. This is part of my trying to clear my library books out. Not going to get it done by New Year. That's tomorrow. I think they're not due for like another week, so I have some time, but I want to get that taken care of. And Blake says, I need to read Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. So that's probably what I'll work on today. I really enjoyed that one. I had a good time with it. Did you read the first one? Did you read How My Neighbor Stole Christmas? I read that and liked it, and then I started Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. I ended up actually liking that one a little bit better, but no shade on the first one. I just personal preference. I had a good time with both. I did. and I did a video about them. Bargain counter argument after hours. I love Jenna Levine, says Blake. She's working on a new book for next year. Yes, I actually, I've read the first two books. This is kind of loosely connected series. I read My Roommate is a Vampire and My Vampire Plus One. I actually was in the used bookstore a few weeks ago. I think it was like the 1st of December, actually. Yeah, I went to Penny's Bookshelf and in Milford, and she mostly does mass markets, but she has more trades because more people are, that's kind of what's taking over the market right now. And she actually had a copy of My Roommate is a Vampire, but I think, or was it Plus One? I don't know, one of the two. And I decided not to get it, but it was there. I was, hi, old friend. Yes, and I really like the first book, says Blake. Yeah, like I said, I had a slight preference for the second one, but I think that's just down to personal taste. It's not because there was anything like objectively better about it. I just liked it more. Although I was less familiar with the source material because I'm familiar with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but I've never actually seen Home Alone. I've seen clips of it and I recognize the quote and everything, but I've never actually seen it. So anyway, so yeah, Greek's Christmas Heir. Let's see if they have a little one-page excerpt in here. Onyx froze. Onyx is the dude. Because she was actually pregnant. Hugely, heavily, distractingly pregnant. The kind of pregnant a woman would be if she had gotten pregnant on the precise date and time that the clinic's paperwork had said the woman carrying his child had. Onyx imagined that it was unlikely that there were two such enormously pregnant women wandering around this tiny speck of a town that wasn't on most of the maps he'd looked at. That meant, first, that it was real. It was happening. Very soon, by all appearances. And that the woman playing Mary, Mother of God, to a church. Holy smokes, this is a very long sentence, and I'm not sure I could diagram it. And that the woman playing Mary, Mother of God, to a church made over into a stable in the wilds of the American Midwest on Christmas Eve was none other than the very Constance Jones he had come here to meet. That's not a good sentence. That's a terrible sentence. that sentence just got out of somebody's control and they just could not rein it in. The woman who looked as if she was about to have his child right then and there on a bale of hay next to a goat. Much better. Much, much better. But Onyx could not allow that to happen, not even in service of a nativity scene on Christmas Eve, because he intended to marry her first. So that's what's going on with Greek's Christmas Heir. Yeah, that one sentence, that was insane. Didn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm going to start that, and let's see, we have got, it is 23 past the hour. I'm going to go ahead and set it to the top of the hour. So we're going to sprint until I really want to get moving on this one. I am curious to see what happens next, and if there are any more out of control sentences. Sprinting, that's not how you spell that, until, oops. Okay, so I'll see you in about 35 minutes. And we're back. I have a couple of guests. If you guys are ready to be on screen, give me the thumbs up, please. Okay. We're joined by Stormy of Storm Reads.
Hey.
And Blake of Blake Hearts Books.
Hey.
I've lost like 2/3 of my audience because you guys are now on camera. But Kristen's here. Kristen.
Yeah, hey, Kristen.
Also of the Never Ending TBR in Kristen's corner, because she has 2 YouTube channels.
Oh, she does?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought you had the one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she does like more like I assume she still has them both. I think I'm subscribed to both of them. I've got this problem. My laptop is creating a shadow, and it's none too bright today. Anyway, yeah, she has the one where Kristen Lee's Corner and the Never Ending TBR in Kristen's Corner. So one's like vlogs and stuff, and the other's like more bookish content.
Got it.
Because I think she did like a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, she went to Ocean City, Maryland.
Or welcome back to my channel. I'm Blake.
Hold on.
And today I'm going to talk about.
I'm trying to.
Are you editing?
Multitasking is your friend.
That's why I was like, I need to make a couple of videos so that way, like, when we're in sprints, I can like edit.
You're muted. I assume you muted yourself in the heat of the moment. Come back whenever you're ready.
Uh-oh, did you mess something up?
Well, we're just guessing because you still have your mic muted.
Yeah, I think she can't get it to come back on.
Okay.
She messed something up.
Either that or she's having trouble muting her video.
There, okay.
That's it. She's like, I can't mute the video. Well, we can get a little preview. She's looking at me like, you're not helping, Sock. You're not helping at all. So, Stormy, how's it going today? This New Year's Eve.
It's been okay. We went and seen Bill and hung out with him. Okay. And then my dad wanted to go to this one food pantry place that we go to a lot because they were just going to have all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I really doubt that they're going to have anything good. It never happens. But I mean, it did show like a whole bunch of stuff, but the way they had it, I felt like it was kind of a free-for-all. And you get a donation, and then you could go in, and they had it on the inside, and it was a first come, first serve. And we were even there like at 10 o'clock when it started, but there was already people going in. And by the time we got in there, like all the like vegetable and like the fruits, all that stuff was like pretty much gone. And so I have a bunch of bread in my freezer now.
I was gonna say, you've got like 3 cans of beans, 400 packs of ramen, and a bottle of ketchup that is going to expire in 3 weeks.
Basically, it was pretty much just bread. That's what I got. Bread and some milk. They had some frozen milk, like the little school lunch. All the bread and the goodies and everything they got was from Sam's Club. So it was all like expired. It's kind of like they had like the yellow tag. So like at Walmart, the bread, whenever you get the cheap section, it's been, it's that stuff that they've had left over and everything. So I'm like looking at it and it's like, it still looks okay. So I just put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And everything. But
a lot of that, it's not even like an expiration date. It's more like best before.
Yeah.
You know, like you might need to toast it or something like that.
Yeah. Because we get that bread all the time. So I was like, so we got that. So I got like some hamburger buns and some like Kaiser rolls and some French bread and things like that, which that was okay. But I was really hoping for like more or less the vegetable part and everything. Because I mean, it is a little ways to get there. And so it was kind of, to me, I felt like it was a bit of a burnt run. But I did get some like little chocolate milks and stuff. And that stuff was frozen. So I just kept a couple out and just went and put the rest of it back in like the freezer because it does, it does. They do have the expiration date, so if you keep it in there, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
But it looked like they got like a whole bunch given to them from like maybe a school that since they were going on break, then was going to
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes
they
sense.
gave it to them because like some of it that was frozen said like December 29th, and then the chocolate milk said January 4th, and so they probably thought, well, that stuff's going to spoil, so let's give it to them and stuff.
Yeah, plus they might have like the school board might have a policy that says never let it get within 2 days of the best before date or something like that.
That's what I figured, because that's what it looked like, was a lot of the little lunch ones.
Yeah. Plus, like you said, they're off for now. So Blake, how's your day shaping up?
Pretty good. I put away all of my Christmas decorations, and
What?
it was one of those.
Okay, sorry. There are no wrong answers here.
Yeah, I know you have a tree up like all the time, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I had one of those moments today where it was like everything must go, and so it all had to be in boxes. So yeah.
Well, even
This
before
will probably be gone tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it
even
up.
before I mean I do change the decoration on the tree. But even before that, I would always wait until at least the 6th of January.
Yeah. And being Catholic, that's what we usually do. We wait until after Epiphany. But it was just one of those things where I was like, I need a clean house. I had time.
Yeah.
I was like, it's got to go this year. So yeah.
If it's glowing, it's going.
Yep, exactly. 100% gone.
Well, I'm sticking with it. I think probably along about 2 or 3 weeks into January is when I'll redecorate the tree for Valentine's.
Nice.
And because I knew somebody once in her family, they had the manger and they had like the 3 wise men, 3 kings, 3 wise guys, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And what they would do is that starting on Christmas, they would have the wise guys would be over here. And like they'd move them just a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And then finally on the 6th, there they would be.
Yes, I like that.
Oh, and Roxy said to tell you that sorry she can't come on here, but she's not camera ready today. So
yeah, because I know she canceled Friday's sprints.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure, what the deal was, so I didn't want to make any assumptions. So I just offered her the link so that if she felt like it, she could come along, because I didn't know,
yeah.
It might be that there's something wrong with Friday specifically, but not. Anyway, so yeah, let's see, where did Greek's Christmas air? Fortunately, just that one sentence was just nuts, but the rest of it is fine. I mean, the plot is nuts, but what it turns out, okay, so she lives in small town Iowa, and she's like almost 30. She's never even been on a date because she's just like, nobody appeals to her. She lives in this tiny little town. It's like she knows everybody too well to want to go out with them, basically. Yeah. And so she was an only child, and when she was a teenager, her parents died in a snowstorm. She went to live with her grandma. Her grandma died and left her money, and the house was already paid for because the house was her parents, and her parents had paid it off before they died. So she doesn't have a lot of expenses, and her grandma had a fair amount of money, so she's financially secure. And she wants a baby, and she's like 30, so she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to a clinic and get myself a baby. So she does that. Meanwhile, Mr. Greek billionaire here, he has a vindictive ex-girlfriend. And his vindictive ex-girlfriend, she grabbed the condom and ran with it. And she has a week-long fling with a married fertility doctor, and then blackmails the fertility doctor into passing the material along to some unsuspecting woman. So, because she like, she wants him to like, he doesn't want to have children at all, because his dad was like really abusive and violent, and he and his sister barely got out of that alive, and he managed to make a lot of money, and his sister helps him and stuff, but he didn't want to have children because he's like, the genes are just no good,
right.
And So this reproductive fraud that's been perpetrated upon him, his vindictive ex-girlfriend, she's like, oh, I'm going to take this material to a very small clinic and make sure it goes to a woman who's basically a peasant, because she's like some snooty French chick, and she seems to think everybody who lives in Iowa is basically a peasant. And that he'll just be so ashamed. And then after the baby's born, this ex-girlfriend is going to get in touch with, I don't know, like TMZ or some nonsense. And just like, oh, it's going to be the scandal. And it's like, okay, she's not playing with the full deck.
That's messy.
That's messy. And she's this Delphine is the name of the vindictive ex-girlfriend. And I have a stuffed animal named Delphine. Maybe I'll get her during the break. And
are all of these books like this?
To one degree or another, yeah.
This one seems more messy than
yeah,
others.
it is. It is. I think it's a little messier in some ways. I mean, they're all kind of messed up.
Right.
If you want
the Presents novels, anyway.
Yeah, this is Presents. If you want slightly less messed up than like the traditional Harlequin romance, they still get up to nonsense, but it's not quite as nonsensical.
This is a little insane.
This is totally freaking insane. I mean, I'm just like, I barely covered what's described on the back.
Right.
That's why they're candy, because you're just like, I gotta find out what's going on.
Yes. Each chapter is like a Pringle, and I'm ready to slam a stack. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, so basically, so he finds out. I don't know how he finds out, but he finds out before the baby is born. And he knows that, like, okay, she's going to have the baby any minute now. It's Christmas Eve when he and his sister, who's also like his personal assistant, executive assistant, and so on, so they track down this lady. It's Christmas Eve, and she is appearing in the nativity play at the church because she's the nursery school teacher at the church. And apparently the kids were excited that she was pregnant at Christmas time. And so they were like, what?
Right. So she could play like Mary.
Yeah. They're like, they put it to a vote. The kids did. And she won, but just barely. She just barely beat out a stuffed elephant named Patty Cakes for the role. And she's like, I'm 20 years older than everybody on the stage, including the dude who is playing Joseph. Anyway, so he shows up. He's like, I'm the father of your baby. He quickly explains it. He's like, and I want to get married. I just want the baby to be legitimate. And she's like, okay, this is just like a legal thing. And he's like, yes, please. And she's like, okay, sure, you bet. Why not? She's like, I don't care.
Right.
And then she says, but we better do it real fast because my water just broke.
Oh.
So she has the baby. It's a girl. They get married in time. And now there was a time skip. So we're done with the Christmas part because now it's like about 6 weeks later. She's still in Iowa. And basically, she hasn't really seen too much of him. He just kind of like set everything up. He hired a lady to help her, and she's like, the only way she's like, the whole thing seems like kind of a fever dream to her. And she's like, the only way she knows it actually happened is that there's this lady in the house, and every time she needs laundry done, it's suddenly done. The dishes are always clean. Okay, we have some lovely comments. BookTube Mama is here. Christina, right?
Yeah.
Hi, and happy New Year's Eve, Sock, Stormy, and Blake. Hey, Christina, says Kristen. Hi, Kristen, says Christina. And Christina reminds us, remember, even a snowman need water. Have a cup of holiday cheer and a Christmas cookie or two. Check the laundry. I'm not doing the laundry. Take meds. Oh, any minute now. And share cozy blessings with the like button. Ooh, yes. Cozy up to the like button. Like, share, comment, subscribe, or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
I wouldn't mind having a Christmas cookie or two, but we don't have any.
Right?
I think we
didn't even get any of the good desserts when we went there. Like, they were showing, like, they had all these, like, pastries and cookies, like, big deals of cookies and all that stuff. By the time we got there, there were some donuts.
No.
I'm like, oh man, I wanted to like at least a good pastry or a cookie or something. I didn't even get it.
Yeah, like one of those little apple pies, like the turnover type apple pies or something. Well, we have like 2 cookies left, and they're technically for my mom because why not? And Christina says, I tried to think of something for the new year, but my brain got snowed in from the blizzard we had. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can help her out.
Ooh, I'm not good at this.
Well, remember, even billionaires need, I don't know. Even pregnant ladies need help, especially pregnant ladies need help. Anyway, so yeah, so that's where I am on that. I was going to say something. And I lost.
Maybe you could go with the being snowed in a blizzard or something.
Oh yeah,
And
lean into it.
Remember, even windshields need to be de-iced. Even sidewalks need to be salted.
Have a bubbly drink or two.
Right.
Have a little tiny pancake with caviar in it.
Ooh, toast points.
Oh, I was going to make deviled eggs, and I keep not wanting to bother to make the hard-boiled eggs. And I mentioned it to my mom this morning, and she was like, yes, she said, I thought about making hard-boiled eggs last night because we don't eat dinner together because I don't really like to eat very much dinner at all. And she only wants something, a little bit of something. So she was like, I was making ramen. I got out the eggs because she wanted to poach an egg in her ramen. She says, I got out the eggs and I was thinking, oh, I should do hard-boiled eggs while I'm doing this. And then she's like, and then I just forgot. Maybe she'll do it today and I can make deviled eggs tomorrow.
Hard-boiled eggs reminds me of Murder, She Wrote. I don't know if I say it right, but it was funny when they were wanting some caviar and they didn't have any because he said they have a special today of ouf de volet or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she looks at him, she goes, hard-boiled eggs? And he's like, yeah.
Chicken eggs at that.
That was their caviar for the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I was going to remind people is that at 4:30, Cat's Novel Adventures is having New Year's Eve live sprints. So I might still be going because I gotta know what's going on here. I'm only on page 62, and it's already nuts on toast. So
I love Cat, so I'll probably check out that too. She's great.
I have a more tamer book on my January TBR.
Ooh,
I can't really see it. It's so dark in here.
Danger
in the wilderness.
Okay, but it can't be too dangerous because it's love inspired.
Yeah, suspense. Yeah,
it's dangerous light.
That's why I said mine's not as wild as yours.
It can't be as dangerous. Yeah. Okay. I'm real good at winging.
A search for a kidnapped camper could cost them their lives.
Oh man,
life's pretty cheap to that time.
Yeah, that was Roxy sent that to me this year, and I'm like, I need to get to that because she sent it, and she's going to be reading book 2 in January. If anybody wants to buddy read book 2 with her, and she's got that on her Discord, and I'm like, I have to read book 1 first.
I thought you had book 1 when I saw her buddy read. So because I thought
was that the one she was just talking about in one of her videos or during the live or something, or is that a different one? No, she was reading. She was reading something about Alaska.
Yeah, she just put this in her Discord that she was wanting to read it, and then somebody else was like, "Oh, I'll read that with you." So she put a buddy read section in her Discord for that one for January.
My read along, and I'll do an announcement video closer to the time, and I'll take a pretty picture and put it in various Discords or whatever. Meet Cute, which is it's a 14-day countdown to Valentine's Day. And it's got 14 short stories, and it's set up like the Advent book.
Where I've seen that. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it'll work better with the format of short stories rather than a novel. And so I got that, and I'm going to be doing, I'll just like post it for a read along if people are interested, because I might actually do a 14 days to Valentine's Day countdown, like Vlogmas only Valentine's Day.
Oh,
I thought I would give myself more light, but I don't think it's really doing anything.
Roxy says hello from the toilet. Well, thank you for sharing.
Now you know why I said she was unavailable for today.
Yeah, she doesn't feel good today.
You were being a little. Well, the thing is nice about Roxy's house is she's got 1 billion candles. I also have 1 billion candles, but maybe not for the same reason. Anyway, so hello, Roxy.
I wasn't being as Roxy, so I was nice.
Well, only Roxy can be Roxy. Yeah. You're welcome, she says. Appreciate it. I'll take my audience any way I can find them. Yeah, so I was thinking I'd do like a countdown to Valentine's, and I'll be reading that, and yeah, and I don't know what fun activities I'm going to do.
I think that's great because especially you read a lot of romance, so I think doing a countdown to Valentine's Day would be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yes, and that's also Retro Romance Month.
Yes.
Maybe I'll do like 14 of these, but like older, of course, because retro romance.
What year was that one published?
This is just from 2024.
Oh, wild. Okay.
This is I think that might have been around the time that they changed the covers, but I'm not sure.
And
'Cause they used to be predominantly white.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to shop them all the time at the
yeah, it was
library.
this year that they changed it to "I don't like it."
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, this is from November 2024,
Oh,
so
was it 24? Okay.
yeah. So
Maybe it was
but I
really
think it was
sweet.
around the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of growing on me a little. Although every time I look at them, I think of Kristen saying that it looks like Dancing with the Stars.
It
Mhm.
does.
So my brain is like da 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 da. Da. Anyway,
I don't know. I think the reason why I like the white ones more and I just can't get on board with those is because the white ones are so nostalgic for me because that's what I remember my mom reading. And so it's like, no, they've got to be white with the circle. No, I don't like it.
That's fair.
Well, I think also the white ones, it's kind of in a way, even though the image is smaller, it's kind of easier to see.
Yeah.
It's like a higher contrast situation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these,
too
you've got the
dark.
dude in a dark suit on a dark cover, and he's just like basically, he's like a floating head.
You know, they're too dark. They could have done something a little bit different with it if they wanted to, but not make it so dark.
Yeah, I do like that they have this extra detail on the back.
That's pretty, yeah.
That's Athens, So yeah. So are we ready for another sprint?
Sure.
To the top of the hour. That gives us almost 40 minutes. Because I gotta know what happens next.
You'll get it. You're a fast reader. You'll get a chunk done for sure.
Well, I read 62. Whoops, I read 62 pages that first sprint, but it's the first like 10% of a book always goes a little bit more slowly for me because I gotta understand what I'm. Yeah, kind of just make sure I understand who everybody is and Okay, so we'll see you in a little less than 40 minutes. So we're sprinting to the top of the hour.
Okay.
Until, whoops. Okay, everybody mute. And we're back.
Did you finish your book?
No. I read fast, but not quite that fast. I got to page 146.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. Especially, I mean, for a Harlequin, that's close to being done, right? They're not that long.
That's like over halfway, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got about 60 pages left.
Nice.
And we had some more people join us. Just as we were starting the sprint, Esther Jane came in and said, "Hey, afternoon, ladies." And Family and Books. Oh,
Paula.
Paula.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking Jenna. And I was like, I don't think that's right. I could not have been more wrong. Unless I thought it was Zachary. Hi, Sock, Storm, Blake, and Chat. Just popping by to hug the like button. Thank you so much. And that's just me saying hi to Esther Jane. And thanks to Paula. Esther Jane says, I just got on the iPad.
Awesome.
And Rexy saying, hey, Esther. And Lisa saying, I totally spaced on what day it was. Hey, all. I usually send her. I'm sorry, Lisa. I forgot to send you your Wednesday reminder. I usually just go ahead and send her a reminder on Wednesdays. And I forgot. So there was much forgetting. Oh, Daniel's here. Well, briefly, just popping in to say hi and smash that like button. Thank you. Hey, Rosie, says Esther Jane. Roxy. Maybe she was mistaken about what Paula's name was also. Oh, you're fine, says Lisa. It's been a crazy week. Well, yeah. Anyway, so last week, the line of the book that I just felt was really great, and I hope I remember it correctly. The cheese was as delicious as he was. This time it is okay. So we're it's alternating it's a third person limited point of view, but in alternating chapters, her then him. So it's nice that we get access to his thoughts because he does really stupid stuff. Anyway, but they're talking about their pasts, and she had a relatively happy past, even though her family didn't have a whole lot of money. And of course, he had like an absolute dumpster fire of a past. They were broke, and his father was abusive, and a lot of why they were broke was because his father was also had substance abuse issues. But anyway, he thinks he's thinking, I guess, her memories were a fire she warmed herself by. He saw his were a gas fire in a trash can. It's deep.
That's pretty accurate, it sounds like.
I can't tell if Stormy's screen is frozen or if she's just overcome. She's like, I can't possibly react to that. Anyway, this dude is deep. Mm-hmm. D-I-P, deep. So, Stormy, what'd you get up to?
I edited my January TBR video so that I can get that one uploaded. And so it's doing its little export thing right now.
And Blake?
My video is up. The one that I was trying to upload earlier. It made it up. And then I listened
What was the I forgot what the video is.
Oh, it's my goals for 2026.
Okay.
Reading goals.
Nice.
And then I forgot that I still had a little bit left of this book. So I worked a little bit on that one, The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get that done soon. I only have like a couple more chapters left.
So are you liking that pretty good?
It's not my favorite of the series, but I didn't hate it like Tiffany did. So yeah.
Because Tiffany DNF'd it because she didn't like the main character.
Yeah, I mean the main character's annoying, but like I read so many books where the main character is annoying that like I feel like for me personally, like if I did that, I wouldn't read a lot of books.
Okay, now did this main character, after 10 months of treating the mother of his child exactly the way he said he would, like coming to visit the child and making sure she was taken care of financially, but otherwise kind of being hands off while she hung out in her small town in Iowa. After 10 months, did he like lure her to Greece under false pretenses and then essentially keep her trapped on his beautiful but isolated island?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, then it's my kind of book.
Mhm.
This is why I said it was nice to have access to his thoughts.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I still don't think his actions are justified.
Right.
But it's like you kind of get his perspective and how he's starting to, like, her reaction when she realizes he like basically implies that there's some kind of danger, you know, like a kidnapping or something, and that's how he gets her on the plane to go to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
And when she realizes on the plane it was Halloween, they were trick-or-treating, and she's dressed like a chicken and her daughter is dressed like an egg, and so she's in this chicken costume having this serious conversation with him where she's basically, dude, really? And he's like, well, if you want to hang out with your daughter, you have to be on this island with me. And she's like, ugh. Anyway, but eventually she has this conversation with him and she says, did it ever occur to you that we could just like talk about this and that we didn't need all this drama and subterfuge? And he's just like, no. I'm like, it's a Harlequin Presents. If you would just talk things out,
Right.
it would
Then you
be
wouldn't
some
have a
other
book.
kind of book.
Right.
All I'm thinking is, darn, I have to go to a Greek island just.
Right.
Well, she's like, she hates it there because she's like, it's gorgeous. I would love this under any other circumstances.
Yeah.
If he had like shown me pictures and talked to me about it, I might have said, yeah, let's do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he keeps denigrating her background and her town. And she's like, dude, not cool.
What I would like to know, what happened to the evil ex? Did she ever get her comeuppance or anything? Like,
Well, not so far. It's just like he's kind of decided that the evil ex, that she didn't even really want him exactly. That she doesn't even, that she's just like, she wants something, but she doesn't know what it is or how to articulate it. And what she's mostly mad about was that he didn't. She wanted to be able to manipulate him, and he refused to be manipulated in the way she wanted. So she tried to manipulate him another way. However, we just got to the point where they're at a fancy party in Athens. So I feel like, well, they left early because it was finally time for them.
The evil ex.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well, they actually left the party early because they decided that it was maybe time to express their growing affection for one another in a very physical manner. But but they're in Athens, so the possibility that they'll run into the vindictive ex is pretty strong.
But it'll be after they had their night together.
Right. And then she'll like burn the place down.
Yeah.
Or blow it up.
But we're told he has many properties around the world, so
yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
As long as nobody's physically hurt.
Right.
Who cares? I am trying to Esther Jane says I am trying to finish Shot Through the Book by Ava Gates. Shot through the book and you're to blame, baby. Okay. To finish the year, I'm at 82%, so I should. The last book of 2025.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I should finish this during the next sprints.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this will actually end up being the last book of 2025. Nice. But didn't you just finish Shot Through the Book?
I did.
Sorry? Yeah. I thought so. Shut up.
Yeah, and my last book, I am working on Back in Black by Judy Mulhern, and I'm like around 68% into the audiobook, so that'll be what I finish up tonight.
That's
okay. Now I'm hearing the Back in Black riff in my head. Okay.
That's not her newest one, Storm, is it?
No.
Okay.
I'm needing to catch up on her too. Several of my cozy mysteries I let slip this year.
Yeah. They're easy to do.
Oh.
Yeah. So. And how far are you in Road Trip with the Vampire?
Oh, I just barely started the first couple of pages. Because last night I finished He Falls First by Jill Shalvis.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, I was busy doing other stuff and getting aggravated today. So I haven't really gotten into this one yet. Just read.
Are you going to be staying up and ringing in the new year with your book, or?
Probably not. In fact, this might not end up being the last book of 2025 because I think I'm going to celebrate New Year's Eve by not staying up till midnight for once. It's
I
a
might have to
switcheroo.
get off and take a nap before I go to dinner.
It's a switcheroo. Oh, you're going out?
Just for dinner. Yeah.
I have to stay up till 11 o'clock to check the fire,
Mm.
and then get up at 2 o'clock to check the fire. So in between there, I'll be like, "Happy New Year," but I'm not staying up till midnight after I check the fire at 11.
I mean, I don't even know if I'll make it to dinner. Our reservations are 5:30, so because we didn't want to be out in the
madhouse.
Yeah. And I'm sure my neighbors will have fireworks, so I want to get.
Well, we had our big meal at lunch because that's what we do, and we had mac and cheese.
Nice.
It's smoked Gouda mac and cheese, and I made a salad. And I add sometimes I do this when I'm feeling fancy, because Mom Marionette likes it plain, but I mean parsley and ground black pepper on it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I added some sun-dried tomato pesto.
Ooh, that would be good.
To mine, and because I was feeling fancy. And Roxy says, Storm, you're not staying up till midnight with me?
Nope.
Roxy knows better than to even ask me because I'm in bed.
Well, what'll happen is at 2 o'clock in the morning when you go to look at the fire and take care of that, add more logs or whatever it is that has to happen, you'll notice that she sent you a message, and the next thing you'll know, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll look at Discord to see if anybody's sent me a message or anything. They don't message back, and then I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Esther Jane says, I will probably be sleeping at 8, LOL.
Yes.
Well, like I said, I mean, I frequently stay up past midnight anyway, so going to bed early will be a really departure.
Yeah, and I'll even be in the Discord and I'll read a message and then I'll forget because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to reply. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'll forget about it because I think I need to message Storm because I read your message and I was like, I don't want to wake anybody up.
Yeah, and it was funny because I typed that to you while we were on live, and I thought but then everybody was saying fantastic. I was like, well, she's probably gonna already figure it out because she's already on Fantastic Fiction looking at all that stuff.
But it didn't. Yeah. So I'll message you back.
Roxy's like, I'll be there. Sock is right in your DM. Esther, stay up with me. And Esther J says, or sometimes Storm is on when I'm waking up at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I can't go back to sleep after I've gotten up at 2 o'clock, sometimes I am scrolling on the internet, and I'll did anybody email me? And so I'll even check the emails. And sometimes if Esther Jane is up at that early in the morning, she might have sent me something. I send her back, and she's like, "Wow, you're up early."
I need to get an email specifically for my YouTube and not use a personal email.
Yeah, I have one for mine.
Nice.
Well, I'm just running my vast media empire however I see fit. Vast.
Do you have another YouTube channel?
I do. I have, because I was Sock Marionette.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but on Instagram, I'm Bargain Counter Argument.
Right.
So I created Bargain Counter Argument as my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that when I was in lives, I would be able. I was trying to brand, but obviously I failed miserably at it. So Sock Marionette, my regular YouTube channel, that's basically where I watch political videos and essays and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I have it separated and everything. Yeah. And I made 2 posts there, and they were both shorts. No, I think it was only one. I did a short subject. Mm-hmm. And I was mad because it was cool on Instagram. It wasn't so cool on YouTube because of the music that was available to me.
Right.
I saw these geese wandering around behind the doctor's office. So I took a video of them. And then on Instagram, I put Staying Alive by the Bee Gees under it.
Nice.
And then, which was fun. But then on YouTube, I just put it up there basically just so my sister could see it.
Yeah.
So it's I have 1 or 2 videos. I have 2 subscribers. I think it's my mom and my sister. So Roxy says, can you imagine if I lived by Storm? Well, I've seen Bonnie and Clyde, so yes. I'm sure she is happy I don't. And law enforcement.
I
need
don't know because she makes some really good meals. At least I can go over and eat at her house.
I know. She
I
could
would
live in
love-
between us, Storm.
What?
She said she could live in between us.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
And Roxy adds, I need an email for my YouTube too, so me and Esther can email.
Mm-hmm.
And the Storm is suddenly there saying, you just want to send Esther's pictures of your Blaze novels. You say that like it's somehow shameful or bad.
When
And
it's
she's like-
Roxy, it is.
Yeah. What's the
Esther James-
commentary that goes with it?
Right.
I have some Blaze. This is like one of the many, many projects I want to get to. And this is like what I was planning in my planner. I was just like, that's why I started to feel a little like subconsciously I was feeling overwhelmed, and it just manifested itself as extreme testiness. But it's get my categories organized because I have some Blaze stuff and such like. And Esther Jane says, Roxy, mostly I am saying Jance stuff.
Yeah, in our email.
And Roxy's like, yes, Stormy.
See, I knew it.
And Esther Jane adds, or suggestions for middle grade. So J.A. Jance and middle grade.
Mm-hmm.
Beaumont and Brooks. Beaumont and
if we're
Brooks.
buddy reading a book together, then we talk about it, because we got one coming up in January that we're going to be buddy reading.
Nice.
Okay, speaking of things coming up, I would like to have another sprint so I can finish this book.
Sure.
Shouldn't need more than about 20 minutes. However, I know that in not before too long, at 30 minutes past the hour, so that's only in about 13 minutes, Kat's Novel Adventures is starting her sprints.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people who might want to migrate over there before I can finish this book.
Well, I'll be at least popping off by, well, it'll be 4:00 my time. So at the top of the hour.
I'll be done by then. I was thinking
I'm
of just having like a 20-minute sprint.
Okay.
And Esther Jane says, yes, Storm can't wait.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna pop off just so we
Take
can
a
get
nap.
some caffeine, maybe take a nap. I'm already
Okay.
yawning, so I'll talk to you guys later. But thanks for having me on today.
Thank you for coming on. And I
of
don't know if
course.
you're normally available at this time of the week, but
I am Wednesdays. Yeah, I can come hang out every once in a while. Just message
yeah,
me
that would
and
be
I'll let you
lovely.
know.
That would be
Yeah.
delightful and lovely and charming and wonderful. Thank you for being here.
Of course. Happy New Year, guys. I'll see you later.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
It's usually
Yes.
at 4:00 is when I go downstairs to like fix supper.
Yeah. Oh, I like I said, I was thinking of just doing like a 20-minute sprint to finish this book. And I will come back. Let's see. That'll be like 20 till. Yeah, I'll come back at 20 till and share my final thoughts on this. And if people have already migrated over to Kat's Novel Adventures, they can always come back and replay. If they're curious, they can always come back and replay that bit during one of her sprints. And like try to coordinate it. And then I'm going to have a cozy collapse. Okay, so 20 minutes. So we're sprinting until 40 minutes past the hour. Oops. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. See you in a bit. And we're back. It's very dark here. Well, this is just about sunset. And it's been overcast the whole afternoon. So I'm like trying to figure out how the lighting's going to work. But this is it. I finished the book. And the Spooky Library. Spooky Libraries stopped by to say, hello, friends, new to the channel. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. But wanted to pop in and say hello and boop the likey. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So, how was that last sprint for you?
Good. I was listening to Back in Black, and so I'm at 71%.
So not quite Back in Black. It's like 71% to Back in Black. Arriving in very dark gray. I finished the Greeks' Christmas Heir, and really Delphine, the vindictive ex-girlfriend, did not show up at all.
Wow.
I guess it's just like they decided, I guess, I don't know, because before the last sprint, before the last break, it was just kind of like he thinks about Delphine and he's like, well, she's not getting what she wants out of life. And that just seems to be like the end of it.
Huh.
And what happens is after expressing their love very physically, she's all like, oh, maybe we can. She's thinking to herself. She doesn't say anything because she doesn't really have a chance to. She's like, oh, maybe I'm into this marriage. Maybe we can make this work. Like, and then he sends her back to the island. Like he has a meeting to go to or something. He sends her back to the island, and then he never shows up.
Oh no!
And she's like, what the what? And meanwhile, because we do have access to his thoughts, he's thinking about, like, he does not want to be like his dad. And so he's worried. I mean, he didn't want to have children. He didn't want to get married. He just, so he actually goes to see his mom, and they kind of have a heartfelt conversation. And meanwhile, on the island, she says to Maria, the kind of like her helper, the woman who had been in Iowa that he had hired, and is now kind of like
the maid or something.
Well, she's more than a maid. She's kind of like a companion almost, but she's also kind of a jailer because he doesn't want her. He doesn't want Constance. He doesn't want her leaving the island, and so but she says to Maria, she's like, I want to go home to Iowa for Christmas. And Maria's like, okay, let's get the plane ready. So they go back to Iowa for Christmas, and he catches up with
the jailer. She's so okay.
Well, yeah, I think she's been starting to feel kind of bad about the whole thing. Yeah. And also she's kind of mad at him. Maria's kind of mad at him because he's not showing up. It's like, what's the point of any of this? So they go back to Iowa. He chases them down, and they kind of have a conversation about the whole thing, and they decide they're going to work it out. So, but I think what happened was just ultimately Delphine was a catalyst that she actually wasn't very important because the stuff he had to get over wasn't Delphine as such.
Yeah.
It was like realizing that his attitude toward money was kind of like his dad's attitude toward alcohol,
So like Delphine was like there to be vindictive, but it backfired for her, so you just never heard anything from her again. So.
Yeah, it's almost like the best revenge is just ignoring her.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a comeuppance, there wasn't a need for one. It's just kind of like, oh, she's kind of a sad and pathetic person, so we don't have to worry about her anymore. Which, if she knew that was how they were thinking of her, or how he was thinking of her would drive her nuts. But so that was Greek's Christmas Heir.
Overall, did you like it, or
I did like it. I liked that the alternating point of view, and I liked how she kind of didn't change the writing style too much between the chapters, but like you can definitely tell that when it's from Constance's point of view, she's just like, it's Iowa, it's where I live, it's cool. She's like very American in her voice.
Yeah.
And when you get his point of view, Anax's point of view, he's very not American. I wouldn't say necessarily specifically Greek, but he's very much when he's talking and when he's thinking about this small town in Iowa, he keeps thinking of it as a village. You know,
He's
as
very
opposed
formal, kind of.
kind of not exactly formal. It's just like he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it, and he has to learn to be willing to learn about it. But it's just kind of like it is a kind of a formality or a detachment that comes from being a stranger in a strange land.
Yeah.
And I thought she did a really good job of differentiating between the two characters' voices, even though it wasn't first person.
Yeah,
You know,
I like
sometimes,
getting both of the POVs whenever it's
yeah,
romance.
but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell which character. I mean, you can tell from the context and everything, but in this one, she made a real effort to have them in kind of different voices, and I really appreciated that attentiveness. You know, I thought that was a nice touch.
And who is the author of that one?
This is by Caitlin Cruz, which I think she also writes books under a different name. Oh yeah, here's Lisa saying the same thing, unless you were simply relaying.
I didn't even notice that until after I asked you, and then I was like, oh, somebody else wants to know the same thing.
Let's see. She lives in the Pacific Northwest with her comic book artist husband. Nice. That's cool. She has a master's and PhD in English literature, thinks everyone should read more category romance. Anyway, so Caitlin Cruz, and if you enjoyed this title by Caitlin Cruz, Lisa says, great mind, Stormy. You might also enjoy A Secret Heir to Secure His Throne, What Her Sicilian Husband Desires, a really good arrabbiata sauce, nice and spicy, $1 billion heir for Christmas, Wedding Night in the King's Bed, Her Venetian Secret. She knows where the best espresso in town is. Forbidden Royal Vows. I think I'm a little iffy on Forbidden Royal Vows in light of recent developments regarding the former Prince Andrew. Also, Innocent Stolen Brides series, including The Desert King's Kidnapped Virgin, but was she pregnant, is what I want to know. The Spaniard's Last Minute Wife. It's just like, I don't know. I'm picturing when I look at the fridge and I'm like, I'm just going to throw something in the microwave because I don't feel like it, you know. The Texas Wedding Challenge, one of those books is, I think these are books that were multi-author series and she contributed. So her contribution was a tycoon too wild to wed, as opposed to this guy who's a tycoon too reluctant to wed because of trauma in the past. Hey, Jill's out. Been out doing errands, just joining. Well, Jill, got bad news for you. We're wrapping up. However, if you want to enjoy those good New Year's Eve sprinting, Kat's Novel Adventures has already started. I think she started at 4:30 our time and 3:30 your time. And I have a link in the description, so you can pop over there if that's what you would like to do. I don't think I'm going to because I'm really tired and I just want to eat a mini pizza and fall asleep. Preferably while I'm still chewing.
We're just having leftovers, so.
Yeah. And also she contributed to the Diamond Club, and her title in that subseries was Pregnant Princess Bride. Your name is Inigo Montoya. You fathered my child. Prepare to pay support. Yeah. So that was that. Oh, it's almost 5. I didn't realize it was that late. So, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up now because I finished the book, and I know that you probably want to check in, and other people might want to check in with Kat of Kat's Novel Adventures. Yeah. And like I said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to make the scene because I am just like beat.
With hers, I jump on there and say hi to her in the chats, and then she goes to a sprint, and then I go and do things, and then I forget, and then later on I'm like, oh shoot, she's still doing sprints, and I get back on.
Kristen wants to know, does he have 6 fingers? Kristen, he has 6 fingers. Oh yeah. And he is alive to the possibilities thereof. Have a great New Year. What?
I said, inconceivable.
But she's pregnant, so not so much. You keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means. Okay. Have a great New Year, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. I shall. Happy New Year's, everyone. Thank you, Kristen. And I will be back next week with more midweek motivation. I hope. I hope I'm not like too burned out or whatever. Yeah, the thing about bopping over to Kat's Novel Adventures for her live is that not only am I tired, but there's still some things I need to do. So I want to get those things taken care of and then like maybe collapse. I don't know.
Well, at least you can do those while she's sprinting. And so.
Well, maybe I'll hop over there right away. I don't know. Jill says, Happy New Year. Thank you. Happy New Year.
At least go over and bop the like button.
Yeah. I will boop the likey, as Spooky Library said.
Yep.
Yeah, I will do that at the very least. Because she might be in a sprint right now, for all I know.
Yep, you never know.
So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me on screen, Stormy. Sure. And I hope you're able to do so in the coming year. You know, given that Wednesday's kind of a busy day for you guys.
Yeah, depends on what's going on, but yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, I'll just automatically send you the link, and then you can do with it what you will. Okay, well, have a nice New Year's Eve evening, everybody. Stay safe. And, yeah. Looking forward to 2026. So, bye.
Bye.